Yo, mic checking. Is this thing on? We here. This is Two Peas in a Podcast, episode number 5. It is the one and only Jay Will.
I'm KK.
And we back. We want to go ahead and thank everybody that's been listening so far. We still got people rocking with us. Thank you. We love y'all.
It's still like cool when people are like, yeah, I have y'all in rotation. Like, I really like your podcast, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, oh, I didn't even know you listened for real.
And that's the thing, too, because it's funny because we look at the views and the listens that we get, and you don't know who it is.
Yeah,
and
you
then
just
certain
like,
people,
oh, dang, 130 views, dope. But
well, we had a couple people tell us today, like, you had the photographer we had said that she listened to. I'm like, oh, that's dope. And then my homeboy, he's kind of like, yeah, I listen, I got you subscribed on both phones. I'm like, wow.
Yeah,
that's
dope.
really dope.
That's
so
cool.
we appreciate that love, and we want to get more of y'all listening, and we want to keep the people that are listening. So thank you. Y'all giving us a little bit more inspiration to keep doing it because people are actually paying attention.
The motivation we need some days because, Lord, let me tell you.
Yeah, like, well, not me. I love it.
I'm just sleepy. I'm always sleepy.
Yeah, she's a big ass baby, yo.
I was born tired, like Janae said.
Yeah, all right, whatever. Anyway, again, I know on the beginning of the last podcast, I apologize for technical difficulties, and we had them again.
We manifested them bitches.
Yeah, so, blame me for it. It was my fault.
No, it was my fault. We had both phones running.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
we recorded on my phone in 4K. And it's just
YouTube is saying our quality was too high to upload it, so whatever
weird.
The fuck that means.
So HD it is. So if it looks like we're being recorded on an Android, we're not. It's still an Apple.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we definitely working on getting that better. I mean, I know a lot of people that like watching us on YouTube is like, yo, we need the video up.
They just want to see me. I get it. I'm cute.
You kind of decent to look at. I can see that. But, we want to get that fixed because we want to keep the people that we have listening. And
I feel like majority of our listeners are YouTube.
They are. Yeah. They are. We get more views on YouTube than we get listeners on the platform. So
that's because we be watching it. Honestly.
Oh, I put a view on every single platform. Right, I'm watching it on all of them.
Actually, I do the same thing except Spotify. I don't.
Oh, I click on that too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm getting those up.
I should do that.
Yeah.
I didn't even think.
Yeah. How's mental health check? How you doing since the last time? I mean, obviously I talk to you every day, but
I feel like me and you go through the same things throughout the week. Like when we need to have a mental health check, it's like the same things we're going through. So it's just easy to relate to one another with that. But all in all, okay. I'm not gonna lie, last week was just weird for me.
She was in a funk.
Yeah, I wasn't fully there. I just felt like I was existing for a couple days, and then nothing was wrong. I was totally fine. Nothing was actually wrong. I was just not myself. And sometimes you get like that, and you just gotta find a different outlet. So of course I went to the gym, and there was one day where I didn't go to the gym or anything. I just was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm sitting on my couch and I'm watching sad movies all day. Sometimes you just need that day to just chill, relax, and reset your mind. I mean, it didn't really help in my case. There was a specific reason why I was like that, but it doesn't need to be talked about. But you just let things fester in your mind for so long, and then once it hits you full on, it's just a wave of emotion, so you just don't know how to deal with those. And then you're sitting on your couch crying about it. Or not even crying.
I was gonna say, I didn't know you was in a sunken place like that.
Oh no, I'm just saying it just runs through your mind, and if you don't get it off your chest, and obviously last night I got it off my chest to you, so I was able to speak it out, and it feels so much better coming out. So as of today, I feel much better.
So overall, everything is cool now?
Yes,
all right?
We just got our pre-approval for our house.
Yeah, it's search time. It's time to go ahead and start searching.
So if you know of any homes, or if you're personally selling a home, please hit us up, because we don't want to go through.
We got 5 kids, so we need mad bedrooms and space. And
so it's exciting though, because we're gonna go look at some houses tomorrow with his boy. You want to shout him out real quick?
Martin Samarco, man, hit him up. He's on Instagram, making moves with Marco. Hit him up, man. He's working. he's been texting me all day with information and trying to get me to where we trying to get to. So on Instagram, hit him up, Martin Samarco, man. That's my guy. Grew up with him, lived with him, stole his clothes and wore him to school. So that's my guy, man. If y'all looking for a house or even a sale, hit him up.
For sure. And then I just want to shout out my girl who came through today, Naomi Kavanaugh.
Yeah.
She came through and she's doing this really cool project. It's a passion project. So she's doing photography for people that have different passions and different walks of life. And it's just one simple project. She's trying to grow her brand with photography. So she reached out like, hey, like I see you guys doing this podcast. So she came through and took a bunch of photos of us in our element. And, obviously him and I were talking and so it's really cool that she's doing this.
Dope.
She has so much energy, so positive, and she's a really great person overall. So
makes you
obviously we would welcome her in our home. And
it makes you comfortable to be yourself so she can take pictures in the element that you want to be seen in. Yeah, it's really dope.
Yeah.
Had the music playing, you know what I'm saying? We had Erykah Badu on. We was feeling that while we was taking pictures. So yeah, that's really dope, man. Thank you again.
She made sure to get Jared's shoes. Like she was like really just.
That was the dopest part to me.
Yeah, she was like she has a good judge of character and like reading her audience. So it's like she's always actually she was class president before I was class president in high school. So she was like paving the way for me. So shout out to Naomi.
Thank you again.
And once we post the pictures, I'll definitely tag her in them so she can get some credit because she deserves it. She did an awesome job and we're really excited to see these pictures. So it's going to be like a promo for 2 Peas in a Podcast. So we're super excited to release those.
Look for those.
And make sure y'all share them too. Like help us get to, more followers and more exposure. So
it'd be appreciated.
We need it.
It'd be appreciated for y'all to.
Word of mouth is the biggest marketing tool. So
help
us get there.
Act like y'all fuck with us. But as far as mental health for me,
sorry, I didn't even ask. My bad.
I know you don't care.
I do.
You never care.
I ask you all the time.
It's all good. Nobody cares about me.
Oh, shush.
But mental health, man, it's funny because every podcast so far we do this mental health check and I'm always like, yeah, I'm great. And a lot of times, you do think you're great and then you start to think about it and you realize certain things like, damn, maybe everything isn't as great as it seems. So, I had a kind of an episode the other day, just not really feeling where I'm at, I guess, at the moment and, having some doubts about certain things or some, I guess you want to say insecurities about certain things, not the insecurities like, oh, I'm ugly, you know what I mean? But just certain things that, I wasn't quite where I wanted to be and I wasn't really feeling certain. It was just some things in my head, man.
Did you talk to me about this?
Yeah.
When? I'm like.
You don't remember for real?
When we were on the phone? Okay.
Yeah,
so I didn't know if there was like something specific.
No. I wasn't gonna get too much into it.
Yeah. No. You don't have to.
It was just some things that I needed to check myself on and pull myself back down to earth. And now I'm back good to how I usually am. But
it's
there
crazy
was a moment
we were both having a week like that.
Yeah. The energy was just kind of off a little bit. But
is there something in retrograde right? Like is Mars like what? How they be like Mars is in retrograde. Like I don't know what it means, but sometimes everybody's vibe is off. So were y'all feeling that way too this week, or was it just us?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in space. And
it was the devil trying to attack us.
I don't know. I don't know about none of that. But no.
But I'm glad you're better. Obviously. Sometimes that happens to the best of us where we just don't feel like we're there. And then you forget, like, look at where you were a year from now. 5 years from now. 10. There's so much you're going to go through in your life that you just have to overcome on a daily basis. Like every day is a challenge. Every day there's new obstacles and every day you're going to have something else that you have to accomplish. Like this shit ain't easy. No one said it was going to be.
And definitely find somebody that you can talk about that shit with. There's been certain my watch going off, but
told you.
But yeah, just find somebody you can talk to about certain things like that. I remember even last year, just real fast. I don't want to get into it too long, but I had a stint where I was really I felt like I had social anxiety. I was going through some things. I just wasn't feeling like myself. Confidence wasn't usually where it was at. And I've always been somebody that's been fairly confident, and everybody can read that. I mean, I got shirts that say confidence on it. But there was just a time where, I just wasn't quite myself. And it lasted for, I don't know, maybe a month or two.
I recall that.
Yeah, and it was just, I just wasn't quite right. And that's okay, man. When you have stuff like that go on, there's nothing wrong. You just need to address it. And
I feel like that is just a sign of a pivotal shift in your life.
It's possible. It's definitely possible.
When you go through certain things like that, like us right now, we're about to buy a house. That's a pivotal shift. So it might seem like,
fuck that, we about to get married.
oh my gosh.
Talk about a shift.
Yeah.
Shit, that's a
I
shift.
feel like that might have been a big part of just everything that we have going on this year. It's just so overwhelming because we're buying a house, we're getting married, and we're planning a big trip. So, and what else were we doing this year? Oh, when we buy our house, we're having like a reception. There's so many different things going on this year, and it's just, I'm a planner, so I like everything in order. I'm very strategic the way I want things, and it's just when you don't have the full control over a situation, it seems like it might fuck up. Someone else gonna fuck it up.
You know what else too? And then we can get off of this.
Yeah.
But I think with me, a lot of times I go so long without anything bothering me and me not addressing anything that everything hits me at once.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, fuck. And then I'm thinking about everything, because nothing bothers me for real. And maybe I just think it doesn't, and then it just comes up all at once. And then
that makes sense. That does. I mean, maybe just start addressing it and being present. We've talked about being present.
Yeah.
So once you have those thoughts and you understand that, hey, this is maybe the second or third time I've had this same thought. Okay, what's the root cause? What's going on? Like you just, and that's all learning. I mean, this is our life, all individual lives. So you just have to really know yourself. Know yourself, know your triggers, and then go from there. Yeah. So.
Yeah, but all in all, we both really good right now. We're going through some things right now that's exciting. So I'm glad you're doing all right. Me too. I'm glad you're pretty good. I hope I got something to do with you being good.
You always do. This.
Bet. So I'm still good to go then. I ain't got to slap nobody else. All right, so they had a versus. They had a versus that wasn't a versus. So D'Angelo and Friends had a concert at the Apollo. I don't know who else watched it. I know you didn't listen. You should be thankful that you didn't.
Okay, so tell me about this versus. Who was there?
So he brought her. Her came out and sang
Lauryn Hill song.
Yeah, the song with Lauryn Hill. He brought Method Man, Redman out. He had DJ Scratch as his DJ, and I feel like they just threw it together.
They probably did.
It was really bad.
Was it promoted?
Hell yeah, it was promoted.
I didn't see anything about that.
No, it was definitely promoted for a couple of weeks. It was. They don't need to do a versus concert anymore. It needs to be two people versing their catalog.
I'm so sick of people trying to change everything.
Just look, it ain't
broke, don't fix it.
It's not broke, don't fix it. It was bad.
Yeah.
It was awkward.
Really?
Yeah, and
I want to watch it now just so I can see.
Oh man, I didn't even watch the whole thing.
So it was just her, Method Man, Redman, and
I believe he might have brought a couple more people out. I just didn't see it all.
Okay.
I seen enough.
Okay.
Because at first it was supposed to be him battling Maxwell.
Oh, I would have loved that.
That would have been great. That would have been amazing. But for whatever reason, Maxwell didn't want to do it.
Come on, Maxwell.
Maxwell is somewhere barefoot.
That is my song.
Yeah, let him sing it. Jesus Christ. But no, even if he could have got Music Soul Child, I think that would have been a good,
that would have been a good one.
A good match. But yeah, man,
I'm about to listen to him tomorrow. I love Music Soul Child too.
Yeah, if it's not two good artists against each other, I don't want to see any concert with Friends. I love D'Angelo too much to see some bullshit like that. And you only see D'Angelo once every 10 years.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now that's the last thing I'm going to remember.
How's he looking? Does he look good?
He looks like he looks like everything is all right, even though he had a big goofy ass hat and a big ass black mink coat on with some silly boots.
So when he comes out of shows his face every 10 years, he's got to be extra with it.
It was weird. It was really weird, but if anybody didn't see it,
You didn't
don't
miss
waste your
nothing.
time. Don't you really don't.
If you
it's
just
not-
want some pure entertainment and so watching him humiliate himself, possibly, but
he didn't even look interested. He was just there for a check.
yeah.
He just hears.
I
I'm just
wonder
here
if
so I don't
that
get fired.
was also ran by Swiss Beats though, because you know he's
Yeah.
like him and Tim.
Versus is their shit. Yeah, of course
so
they
that
set
had
that
to be
up.
like approved by them first.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder
Yeah.
what their thoughts were on that. I wonder what the biggest versus battle to date is, and they based it off of views. Was it the Gucci and Jeezy?
I actually don't think so.
Really?
Damn, I wish
Who
I had.
would you want to see? Who was? Let's keep it out of rap
Why?
because okay, fine.
No,
If you could pick two people to have a battle, who would it be? Right now, that I haven't
Yes.
already done one.
You know, what would be an interesting one for me. Actually, would be Wayne and Drake.
Really?
I know that
I
Drake
just
could
feel
get into
Drake
that.
is more of a singer.
He'll get yeah, that's true. That might be weird, but they just both have like a crazy amount of crazy hits.
I could see Drake and Nicki Minaj, like, because they're both okay. So hit for hit, I get what you're saying, but Drake has more singing hits than he does rapping hits.
Yeah, maybe. I think it's probably equal, but I guess I'm just looking at the actual hits, maybe not the
Yeah.
style and
Yeah,
contrast.
I guess the style just might be a little off.
I really don't know. That's tough, man. I mean,
What about like?
it doesn't have to be hip hop.
I was gonna say like Usher and
Chris Brown.
no, Usher would win in my opinion.
So Chris Brown was kind of like, "Don't put me against Usher. Why would y'all do that?"
no,
Like,
Chris Brown was asking to put him against Usher.
why would you ask for that? Because you have nothing
Because
for Usher, bro.
he put on his story like, "Yo, Usher don't want this." Like,
no,
straight up.
Chris
And
doesn't
Chris,
want that.
You know, I almost wore my black pyramid.
She'll leave her
crew
family for
tonight.
you.
No, I wouldn't. Anyways, I have always enjoyed your music. If you're listening, which I know you're not, I want you to know I value your confidence, but cut it out, bro.
Yeah, it's
Cut
not.
it out.
There's not too many R&B acts that want to see Usher in the
Usher is a
verses.
legend. I mean, I feel like at some point Chris Brown. He's a living legend, I guess you could say.
Yeah, but
But
Usher different.
I feel like
He's different.
Usher would be good up against like hit for hit. Maybe
That's
I
tough.
don't really know.
That's really tough.
Could men and women go against each other?
Yeah, John Legend and Alicia Keys went against each other.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. So okay. Oh, go ahead.
I'll say Usher and Mariah Carey.
I'm not a big Mariah Carey fan. I think Usher smokes Mariah
MC
Carey.
is my girl. You think Usher would smoke Mariah Carey?
In my taste of music, man, yes.
I don't know.
Remember we had this conversation about Mariah Carey for me. Mariah Carey is super successful. She's got a lot of hits. She's done well for herself.
Mm-hmm.
She's known. She's a legend, whatever. How many cookouts or parties have you went to where they played a Mariah Carey song? Never. The only time you hear Mariah Carey is during Christmas.
I mean, her classics though, her old school stuff, because she came out before Usher did.
Yeah, but I
So
think Usher's got...
she. I don't know. I feel like Usher could go up against someone in that genre. Maybe even nah. What were you
Listen.
about to say? Who besides? Do you have any R&B?
Versus? Nah, I can't really... That's really tough for me. The one that I wanted to see was D'Angelo and Maxwell.
Yeah.
That was the
That
one
would've
I
been a good
wanted
one.
to... That was one I could have sat down with and watched.
You know what will be a really good one? Casey and JoJo and Boyz II Men.
Which JoJo is showing up? Is this nigga gonna be high? Is this nigga like... No. Give me JoJo high, though. I want that JoJo.
Why?
Because he's gonna be mad entertaining.
Possibly.
Mad entertaining. He's
you
gonna
have a
come in
point.
there. He's gonna...
Make an ass of himself.
Yeah.
Dope. But I think that would be a good one.
Okay.
Just hit for hit. I love you some Boyz II Men too. So.
Yeah. New Edition, if you can get them.
New
there's
edition. Jagged Edge.
Jagged Edge did 112.
They had one?
Yeah.
I did watch that one. I'm tripping.
I actually didn't watch it, but I remember they had
I watched
one.
the somebody recorded and put on YouTube.
It looked awkward. Like nobody in either group got along. In 112, all of 112 wasn't even there. It was only 12.
What about B2K and?
I'm not gonna watch. You went Pretty Ricky?
Yeah.
I won't tune in.
Bum. Man.
I won't be tuning in.
Those used to be my guys.
But I'm still interested in seeing some verses, though. You know, just as long as it's a versus and it's not somebody in Fringe in an awkward ass setting doing a concert by themselves into a camera with carpet and candles all around and a mink.
Maybe it was a seance.
I don't know who they were praying to, but they weren't blessed on that one. But so yeah, no more of that. Now, a story that touched me near and dear. Everybody knows I love sneakers. Everybody knows that's my thing.
Got the low top 11s out right now.
Yeah, Concord 11s. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I do. So there's a story going on. So a top exec at Nike had to step down. She had to step down because they said she was involved and it wasn't just her son. They said she had something to do with it and was giving him information. But anyway, her son decided to take a company card and...
A company card?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a company card. And he took the card and bought over $200,000 of shoes to resell.
So it's showing as a Nike transaction.
Yeah. Yeah, but
off their card.
Yeah, but to resell in a store, so he had a store that was West Coast Street where he opened that in 2018, and like I say, he bought $200,000 worth of shoes to resell. And you know how resellers are, man. Look,
up at $200-$300 for the shoe.
Yeah, so and I heard, but you know what? They said he bought a bunch of Yeezys though. Yeezys is Adidas. So I wonder how that.
Odd.
Yeah. But even though, like, I don't even think she should get in trouble because she's Nike. They ain't got shit to do with her. That's not. It's like not.
She probably stepped down just because she didn't want to be involved.
The backlash.
Yeah.
Probably.
I'm sure girl is paid anyway. So.
Yeah, she's not hurting.
I'm so sick of the reseller generation.
I hate
not even
y'all.
with shoes. Like when the PS5 came out,
still ain't got one because I'm not paying more than retail.
Yeah, and it's just like I remember people like I miss the authentic shit. What happened? Like I remember my stepdad. Jordans used to come out on Saturdays. Do they still come out on Saturdays?
Yes.
Okay, so Jordans come out on Saturdays, and I remember my stepdad like. Me and my brother went with him to Fairlane, I'm pretty sure it was, and it was cold as hell, and we were waiting outside in a line at
man, I remember them days.
Yeah, like waiting outside, and it was like early as hell in the morning, and we stood out there for like 2-3 hours.
Yes.
And that shit, like, I'll remember that for the rest of my life, because it's just like, you don't have to pick even with like the lottery numbers and shit, like, just let people wait. Like, you don't, everything doesn't have to come handed to you. You're getting lazy just having to, I got a number. I didn't get the pick. Go fucking wait outside. Stop, make people work for this shit.
I'm never paying over retail for a shoe again. I remember I used to pay $100, $150 over retail for a shoe I wanted. Like I really despise resellers, and I know some personally. And
even when the Kobe shoe just came out, that shit sold out quicker than it got on the market.
Yeah, like I tried to jump on them, just to see if I could get them, and it was a no go. I've never won a raffle or anything off of the Nike app or any of that.
I told you that Joshua's dad used to do that.
Yeah.
And he would have me like fill out tickets and stuff so I could try to win too, and I'm just like, yo.
That shit is it just really messed up the shoe game for me.
I used to have to like go run go drop these shoes off over here and then pick these ones up over here and try to, I'm like, yo, who has time for this? And it's cool like if that's your job, like if you really enjoy the actual, I think it's not even that people enjoy like making the money, but just the process of the transactions, and I'll trade you these for these, and I'll get you this for that, and you know. I have a thought about that. So not only are they money hungry to me because you're taxing for these shoes, I think a lot of these guys like to be needed. To be like, I got them, so if you want them, you got to come through me. Yeah.
Or if you want them, you're going to pay that $150 how bad you want them.
I remember there were a pair of foams, maybe the Galaxy foams.
The Galaxy foams. Those still probably go for about $5.
I remember we had a pair. We got a pair, and dude paid $900
Yep.
for these shoes.
Yep.
And I was like,
Bonds.
bet. Like, because then I started getting the shoe game too and like buying, but I never paid, like, because, you know, he worked for the
right.
show. I used to get 10% off on top of just only paying retail. So it was nice to have that, but I remember, I don't know what shoes I was wearing exactly, but a guy came up to me and was like, yo, I'll give you $300 right now to take those shoes that are
Somebody
off your feet.
did that to me before.
And I'm like, oh, nope, I'm going to keep these ones since you want them so bad. They must mean something.
And yeah, a guy came up to me, a guy that worked at Lids. I was at Fairlane. And he like, yo, what sizes am I? Had on the bread 11s.
I'm like, my size.
He like, I'm like, they're 13. Wow, what's up? He like, yo, I'll give you the shoes on my feet. There's probably like some little Nike trainers. He like, I'll give you the shoes on my feet and $375 for them right now.
Damn.
Nope. I still got it in my closet and they still crispy to this day. Them shoes older than Amari is.
Damn.
I got them in 08.
That's crazy how... do you think like the people are like that because they want to look fly or they want the exclusive shit to draw attention?
That's what all the resell... So they not reselling fucking Adidas shell toes. They want to do... Like, people are paying for the stuff to be like, oh, I'm one of the only people that have these or whatever. Yeah. But which is crazy.
But that's not you, though. Like, you wouldn't... You like it because it's exclusive.
No, so I like the shoe.
There's two different... That's what I'm saying. You like the shoe that it's an exclusive shoe, and...
I don't even like it because Jordans is Jordans to me. I grew up
if
watching
a shoe
Jordans.
came out that everybody wanted but you weren't feeling, you wouldn't get it?
Hell no.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. You know, the Jordans that I like so much is the ones that I watched him playing or I couldn't afford when I was younger.
Or there's a story behind
them. Yeah, like I want them for that. And because I like them,
it's my favorite. Like, I'm to a point where I'm going to start buying... Because... I sold all of my shoes, but I'm to a point where I just want to only wear ones. Like,
I just told my supervisor at my job, like before he was a supervisor, we used to work together, and he was buying shoes like crazy. I told him low ones. Now, high ones are the most popular.
Low ones remind me of Forces.
Ew.
They do.
No.
When you were wearing the red and white ones the other day, they
don't disrespect me like that.
They do.
That's disrespectful.
They remind me of Forces.
Anyway.
That's what I said.
Yeah, whatever. Low ones might be my favorite shoes, and the highs are the most popular ones, but the lows, like, I love lows.
They look good on you, though. I don't think they would look nice on me.
They would. I'll just gotta teach you how to rock them.
Okay.
That's all it is.
Buy me some. Wedding gift.
Yeah, that's cool. Wedding gift. That's cool. I can do that. We can even get matching ones.
Oh, we should just wear ones to the wedding.
Shut up. Because I would definitely wear some J's to the wedding and you ain't
But
gonna let me.
If you couldn't see my shoes, I would. But I got a slit in my dress. Oh, dang it.
You weren't supposed to tell me that. But no, even I'm really like, I don't want to overpay for shit and wear what everybody else. I'm really about to start doing Pumas. I'm going to be the Puma guy.
I have 3 pairs of Pumas, and I started buying Pumas when we went to Chicago. I got these, I forgot the name. There's a name for them, but they're like multicolored Pumas. Were those my first Pumas?
No.
No, my white ones were.
The Pumas that I said I wanted, they didn't have my size. She's like, oh, I really like them and ordered them.
And I've never tried them. I've never tried on Pumas before, but I really liked the way the shoe looked. It's bulky, so it kind of reminds me of like a Balmain style.
She want to beat me so bad.
No, I don't. They remind me of like a Balmain style, but they're not. They're just, I don't know. They're colorful. They're bright. They're loud. You know, they draw attention. But I tried these when they finally came in. I was like, yo, I really like these, and I have big feet, so they're still like bulky. But they don't make my feet look huge.
No.
So I was like, okay, I like these. So I started buying those, and then we went to Chicago. I found a pair, and then I bought a pair for the gym. Like, I'm cool with Pumas and ones. That'll be my.
I'm gonna really switch it up. I'm gonna buy the ones that nobody likes. Everybody hates the mids. The mid-cutter ones.
Somebody else just said that. I think I watched a video of somebody talking about like, yo, I'm just gonna... Did you send me that video?
No, I said I was going to start doing that.
No, I saw somebody else saying it too, though. Other people are allowed to think like you, baby.
No. Anyway, it was me saying I'm going to start wearing all mids because nobody wears the mids, but they come in the same colors as the ones that everybody wants.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be like y'all. Yeah. But
you could probably actually get them because nobody wants them.
Nobody wants them. I got them. Nobody else wants them.
The ones that Joshua has are mids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a pair of mid ones, actually.
I thought you said you don't like mid ones.
This, you know what's crazy? You know what's
switch.
crazy? I bought them thinking they were highs when I first bought them, and they were mids.
Okay.
That's the only
What
reason
color?
I got them.
Where are they?
They're the Olympic ones. They're white, blue, and with the gold laces. I've worn them around
Oh,
here
yeah,
before. Yeah,
yeah.
those. Yeah, So resellers, man, y'all gotta stop with that dumb shit. Let people get the
Yeah.
shoes, man. Like
That's
that shit's
whack.
And don't nobody
whack.
need y'all. Y'all want to feel needed so bad.
Right.
Don't nobody
Go
need
to freaking therapy. Figure out what's wrong with you.
you. Yeah, y'all.
But
whack.
I mean, I do get it. It is fun. It is. I mean, let them do what they want, but
No, I want the shoes. So no.
you know how many people want them damn shoes? This is
Listen,
for them.
I don't.
But I
give
don't
a-
think you should get away with you being using mommy's freaking
Yeah,
credit
dog.
card.
Yeah, he's spoiled as hell, and now she's out of a job.
But you know what I was just thinking? So if he did spend $200,000 on some Yeezys, that could have triggered an investigation.
It did.
That's what I'm saying. So that's probably why they figured out that he did buy more shoes because he's had that business since 2018. So he was
Yeah.
probably buying shoes in bulk from Nike as well and
that's-
selling them in his store.
That's what I'm saying. And she was involved. That's how it came out that she was involved and helped him other times on certain releases and
Okay,
shit.
gotcha.
So it all came full circle. She was dirty, but whatever.
White privilege was not served.
For once,
Right.
she probably still getting paid. She don't leave.
Right. Paid suspension.
Yeah, right.
She's on vacation right now. That bitch in
in
Cabo.
Bermuda. Yeah, right. She doing good. But yeah, whatever. Don't.
Nice try, Anne.
And you dirty girl, you.
You dirty bitch.
Damn. Nah, but so in other news, man, so Michigan has opened up to 50% capacity for businesses and everything, but we not where Texas and Mississippi is.
Somebody actually wrote me. Oh, I'll tell you who it was after this because I don't want to expose them on our podcast. But they just wrote me and was like, Michigan's at 50% capacity now, so you guys could have more people at your wedding. And I'm like, do you think you're going to get an invite?
Oh man. No, where's our number
We have
set?
our list. We're not going back
Nah.
because we tumbled so many times with this number. So no, 50 is it?
We didn't. You did.
Sorry. Anyway,
But no, Texas and Mississippi, man, they opened up 100%, no mask.
That's what's crazy to me because it's
Nothing.
like COVID is still out there. Like you
It
can't
is.
deny that. So, and it's just like if you want, it might be like a suggestion is like you don't have to wear your mask, but I'm sure people will still do it.
Some of them
Would
will,
you,
but
if
but
they
you-
lifted the mandate here, would you still wear your mask?
I don't know, cause I wasn't wearing a mask.
I guess it would depend where I was. If there
Probably.
wasn't a lot of people in there, I
Probably,
wouldn't
yeah.
wear it. But if I went to like the gym, I'd probably wear it.
That's why I'm not wearing it.
Well, I guess it
can't
depends on the
breathe, fam.
capacity too.
Yeah, because when we was going, they came and said something to us. It was like 2 of 5 people
Yeah.
in there. It was an old ass white dude with his mask on, looking at us. He went and told on us too. I know it was you, Rick.
Over there.
Yeah, he went over there. He was eyeing us the whole time. Old bastard.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'd still wear my mask until enough people were vaccinated. I ain't getting vaccinated, but enough of y'all sheep. y'all can get
enough of y'all
vaccinated and
gonna
let
get
me
it,
know
so
how
I'll
it
be
goes. But I don't know. I feel like if I went to Texas or Mississippi, I would still wear my mask just to be safe. Like, because it's still out there, and I've already had COVID.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know how it would be the second time I got it. And I wouldn't want to, like, me get it and expose it to him, and he exposed it. It's just too many different things. And
Yeah, I mean, I do get people wanting to finally live their life. Just be careful.
Yeah.
Just
And
be careful.
my whole thing is we understand that everybody has the option. So that might be that
Yeah.
mandate that they're lifting is we don't want to restrict you too much and saying you can't do this, which I think everybody should have the option. And that's why they
Have
should have
the
left
option,
everything
yeah.
open
Yeah.
because you could have been like, hey, I'm not going to go there because COVID is out there. But somebody else might say, hey, I want to still go support this business or I still,
I
so
think it's-
just leaving it optional is, I think, best.
I think the interesting thing is that Texas, Georgia, and Florida have pretty much been open this whole time.
Yeah.
They haven't really restricted too much.
Yeah.
Their numbers aren't as high as ours are, and we were the most locked down state in the country. That's
Michigan
interesting.
and California. That is so weird. The
That's
East Coast
interesting.
and West Coast. Like that is crazy.
We're the Midwest.
Oh, damn. Well, whatever.
But I mean, that's crazy. Like, their numbers aren't higher than ours, and they've been so free, and we've been so locked down, and
Yeah.
it's just crazy. I guess I believe everybody should have their opportunity to do what they want to do. Just be careful. I understand somebody being irresponsible, not wearing a mask and exposing to somebody else.
Because the thing is that you still could be a carrier and not know.
Yeah.
So it's just like, shit, Isabel had it and she'd had no symptoms whatsoever.
She was still doing
She's
TikTok
like, oh,
dances. She
right.
was good. She ain't had no
She didn't
issues
have
with anything.
Well, she said she couldn't smell anything, but I doubt it.
Yeah, right. She definitely could. She was just playing the part.
Actually, I don't think she would because she couldn't smell Deshaun's cigarette either.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe. But I mean, that's interesting. I mean, these governors were basically doing it for business purposes.
Yeah. I mean, look, that's crazy. Y'all are doing it, but still gotta pray for our people and make sure everybody's good and safe. Like, what am I trying to say? Everybody's safe in general.
Yeah,
It's
just
still, you know.
Do your due diligence to protect other people, but move the way you want to move. I mean, if you're that afraid of getting it, then restrict. Don't do so much. And if you're good with it, do what you want to do.
You know what?
You know?
I feel like, as bad as this sounds, there's good and bad things to everything. And one of the great things that came out of this pandemic were them damn stimulus checks.
Pay me my money.
Because, look, we get another one in a couple weeks.
Pay me my money. Joe, pay me my
Power
money,
to the people.
man.
Thank
Hey,
you, sir.
Kamala.
And you're getting $1,400 per person in your household. So if you got a child, you're getting $1,400 for them. I got two of them things.
Yeah. So
2 dependents, 2 tax write-offs.
send me that check.
Bet.
We'll take it.
No, but it is cool that was passed so other people can, you know. A lot of people have been falling behind on rent. Look, I'll get it this.
No, people hurting.
Yeah, and it
People
just
hurting.
sucks. And I'm still blessed that I was able to still work during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Because I was able to work from home, but a lot of people weren't.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and another thing is like if you are getting this money, use it wisely. Don't go on a trip. Don't fix your body. Go invest it. Put $500 into your business.
You know what? I'm not even gonna say that. Do what you want to do with it. Do what you want to do with it.
Yeah, you should.
We can't even tell nobody what to do with their money.
We could suggest.
I really don't care. I know what I'm doing with mine.
Yeah.
So y'all do what y'all want to. Matter of fact, yeah, go put it on your ass. Go to Miami and get your ass done with your money, and don't try to buy a house.
Please don't buy a house.
Yeah, because we don't need no more competition with trying to buy a house. So
For
go do what you
real.
gotta do. Go get do that.
But ultimately, do what you want. But think wisely. I mean, it's, you know,
Do what you want.
pay off your
Live life.
baby daddy's car note or something.
Yeah, hey, I'm sure he'll appreciate it. Buy that nigga some Jordans for $500
No.
because they being resold for $500. Show me it's real.
I'm about to show you it's real.
How you gonna do that?
Just wait a few months. It's
Yeah,
real.
yeah, all right. Don't be on no bullshit. Oh, whatever. Should we get into the racist guy? Dr. Seuss?
One fish, two fish, red fish. Red fish, blue fish.
No, so last week we talked about Mr. Potato Head. You know what I'm saying? They took the gender away.
Being canceled.
No, Mr. It's just Potato Head now. And I feel like I'm attacked. My childhood is going down the drain because now they're
With
saying
everything.
Dr. Seuss, they're saying was racist and they're not publishing 6 of the books anymore.
You know what? Dr. Seuss has been accused of being racist for a long time. And I saw some images that were very disturbing. And it wasn't just towards black people. It was towards multiple races.
Yeah.
But there were multiple races that he was offensive towards. And this was in like the early 40s, 50s, maybe even sooner. So I feel like a lot of that shit was acceptable then.
Yeah.
So
we like.
why are we taking something that kids are not realizing, right? They're just reading the book. When I was a kid, I never once thought that something I was looking at in a book was racist.
But okay, so have you ever watched any of those like things of the subliminal messages in cartoons and movies and
I
stuff?
wasn't paying attention to no damn subliminal messages when I was 7.
But when you grow up, and you see it, like, you're like,
does
damn,
that ruin my childhood? Because I seen a subliminal message that might have meant something and I didn't even catch it?
No, it didn't ruin your childhood.
Okay, so why does it matter?
Look, we talked about everybody being sensitive.
Everybody's very sensitive.
Everybody's ultra sensitive these days, and anything that they might think is slightly racist or slightly sexist or slightly anything, they're taking it off the shelves, they're canceling it, they're doing all of that. You know,
see, I just feel like everybody can find something that is offensive in anything.
Yeah.
And everybody's just so
you know, we're in the age of
stick out your ass.
We're in the age of the cancel culture.
Yeah, I'm sick of cancel culture. Like,
It's
I guess
big.
my issue with, like, the Dr. Seuss is y'all Ben knew this man was racist.
Yeah.
And, okay, so why the fuck are we canceling Louis Vuitton for having petting zoos for black children 100 years ago? Why aren't they canceled? Oh, my bad, because they supply you with nice designer clothing.
Yeah.
Why are we canceled? Anybody can be canceled for anything. All of these corporations, companies, fucking presidents we've had have been racist for generations. Why does it matter now?
Well,
carry on with your fucking life and tell your kids not to be a fucking dick and a racist when they grow up.
Like
Period.
I said, it's cool to cancel people now. Just like they're trying to cancel Eminem over a song from 2010.
I feel like people have been trying to cancel M for a
You
minute.
can't cancel Marshall.
I
You can't
mean-
cancel him. He's
But
Marshall.
okay, you made a good point when you said it. I'm not trying to take your shine with this. I don't know if you have it in your notes or whatever, but
Oh, I know what you're
you
gonna say.
said he's very, like, that's his art.
He's creative. It's art to him, so he's
Yes.
creative and he paints pictures with his words.
Yes.
But you want to finish it?
No, because I forgot the second part.
So basically, what I was saying was, you know, people talk about Eminem saying wild shit. You know, they was canceling him over the song with Rihanna, "Love the Way You Lie," and
Yeah.
the line was basically about tying her to the bed and burning the house down. And they're like, "Oh, we should cancel Eminem." It's TikTok and Twitter trying to cancel him. Oh, we should
Bro,
cancel him
them
because
little ass kids.
domestic violence, and he's talking about listen, the way I look at Eminem's music, not only is he one of the best to ever do it, hands down, but I match his
Bro, did they never not hear I'm Sorry Mama?
Oh,
Like
you talking
that
about cleaning
song,
out my closet?
that song was worse than that shit. That was the line?
His first song was "Hi, My Name Is." You know the wild shit he was saying in that.
Yeah.
But you know, the reason I say you can't cancel him because think of the movies you watch. You know what I'm saying? Watch some of the crazy
That
shit you see in the
doesn't
movies.
promote violence.
So I compare his
Look at the
lyrics.
video, bro. Your fucking child is probably playing GTA right now, picking up a prostitute and taking her to the strip club. So what the fuck?
And getting money for it. And
Right.
health. His health is going up
Look
because
at
he's
the
getting
shit your
ass.
kids watch on YouTube. That's inappropriate. That's not
Yeah.
inappropriate. You don't allow them to watch some shit like that or watch. I mean, whatever. But just because that just doesn't make. Watch the movies you like. Pay attention to the movies you watch.
Just Quentin Tarantino, the wild shit that he puts in his movies. I compare that to Eminem.
Django.
It's just like
That was
that
crazy.
violence in those movies is on screen. Eminem's is coming through a speaker.
Right.
What's the difference?
Yeah.
It's art.
That's how he
How many times
portrays his passion.
How many times have we heard of Eminem beating a woman or doing
Never.
something like that?
Nope.
So it's not like he's telling you to do it. It's just he's putting his inner words. Somebody else is putting it on the screen. Same thing. You can't cancel that man for saying some wild shit
I'm
when you
so
watch
sick
wild
of these
shit.
young ass kids crying. Like, and it's. I feel like a lot of it is like feminism, like feminist doing this, like trying to find everything to be offended about. And I understand that, and I understand
No.
like how women's rights are and protect women, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But there's just some things that you can focus on that
No.
other things you can focus on to help women empowerment rather than somebody being poetic. And if
yeah.
that's how he's being poetic, let him be poetic. First off, it is a fucking song. It is a story.
Right.
You think Rihanna really loves the way somebody lies? Fuck no. You think Eminem's really gonna tie a bitch to a bed and burn the house down? If he cheats on her, maybe. But we don't fucking know because it never happened.
I'm definitely burning you up, and my man. I'm tying both y'all up in
blowing the house up on Christmas Eve
with the whole family in there.
Yes,
you and your family. Yes, I'm.
And I guess that's just like I don't know. I just feel like y'all take shit too sensitive. It is a fucking song.
Shit like that. No, you shouldn't cancel nobody. Now, if you're gonna cancel somebody, I've canceled 2 people.
Who?
Personally. Who? R. Kelly, canceled.
Canceled.
Listen.
For actions that were actually done.
Right, now, listen.
Actually done. I say some fucked up shit.
I used to listen to R. Kelly songs when I was little, knowing I wasn't supposed, but now with everything that came out. I wanna pee on you. drip, drip, drip. Drip, drip, drip. But yeah, like, shit like that, I can't listen to it because I feel like the songs that he was writing to women that was... Or girls that was 15, 16.
Who's the other person?
Tory Lanez. Now.
Why?
Even though it hasn't been confirmed that he shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot, until it's because he hasn't denied it. Like a lot of people.
I thought he did deny it when he went live.
Not for real. And he's been doing.
I don't know who to believe in that story. They both sound janky.
It does sound really janky on both sides, but I feel like for him. What?
Yo! Why aren't these TikTokers canceling Chris Brown for him beating Rihanna?
Beat the shit out. I seen this
picture.
That's
what I'm confused on. There was proof, so y'all ain't gonna cancel Chris Brown for beating a woman. And I used to be one of the biggest Chris Brown fans ever.
Don't try to say you used to be.
So y'all are gonna cancel him for beating the shit out of Rihanna. I wish we could have a picture right here because it was crazy.
Yeah, she was fucked up.
But you're gonna cancel Eminem for talking about
in a song with Rihanna.
Damn, bitch.
That's nuts.
It's always you.
Right, you're the problem.
Y'all just check your priorities. Like, if that's the case, you gotta cancel everybody. You gotta cancel everybody because everybody's done some fucked up shit. Everybody's had a past. Everybody's done something that they regret. Like, stop. Check yourself. Look in the mirror. Like, what have you done in your past that you could get canceled for if the world knew about it? Stop putting these celebrities on pedestals. They're humans too.
They tried to cancel Meek for the Kobe line. You know what I mean?
I'm not canceling anybody unless you're a pedophile or a racist.
I will cancel somebody, but you definitely have to do some foul shit for them to be like, you know what? I just don't like who you are as a person.
Pedophile or racist.
Yeah.
And or a womanizer.
Yeah, what did she do to deserve it?
Oh my God.
No, okay, I'm sorry.
He's about to get canceled.
You can't cancel me. I'm like the boogeyman. I keep popping back up.
You are pretty fucking scary.
Keep feeling that way. No, but cancel culture is just...
It's over the top.
It's wild. Yeah, you can't...
It's annoying.
Y'all just sensitive. Stop being so fucking sensitive.
Get over yourself.
You know what I'm
Stop trying
saying?
to make a story.
And that's all it is. Like I said, with the Eminem shit, y'all bringing up stuff from 11 years ago. Yeah. You're just now getting to it 11 years ago, and y'all... Come on, man. Y'all can't cancel him. I'm sorry. I'm about to go listen to the most...
I can't believe... I didn't even think about the Chris Brown and do y'all know? Is it because he's cute?
No, they're gonna try to cancel him in 5 more years. They're late to the party.
Yeah, they gotta wait. Maybe there's a time frame.
Yeah, they're always late to the party, so maybe that's what it is.
I'm sick of this shit.
No,
I'm so sick of it. Pick and choose, y'all. You can find something to cancel. Shit, anything about anybody.
Can I make a point?
Yeah.
So we have to talk about feminism, right?
Yeah.
But I do have a view on cancel culture.
Okay.
It's usually the women trying to cancel somebody.
Yes.
It's always the women.
That's why I'm saying it's feminism, but extreme.
Yeah.
Come back down to what is really needed, because it's not only women getting victimized by whatever, men do too. Just like when you can cancel Megan Thee Stallion for basically saying she wants to sit on every dude's face. Why aren't we canceling her?
Niggas ain't mad at that.
I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't be so fucking sensitive, you crybaby ass bitch. Sorry.
But no, that's what I mean though. It's usually women that want to cancel some shit. Dudes ain't really tripping.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is how it is. I don't mean to sound like that.
I totally agree. But women just take it over the top. But I feel like women do demand more respect because of how long we've been disrespected for or not valued as much. Just like, can we go into feminism now? You think we good?
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
it's an issue. Now, I do feel like it's a real issue and it needs to be spoken on, but there are times where it's over the top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
So, I mean, just starting with, there's multiple things that, you know, as I wouldn't say I'm a feminist, but I think women should demand more respect, and one of the main things are in the workplace.
yeah.
So, obviously everybody knows, I don't know the exact dollar amount, but women make, I think, maybe 70-ish cents to the man's dollar.
Okay.
So we
can see
get
that.
paid significantly less than a man does. But you know why that is majority of the time?
Why is that?
Because women don't negotiate. Men, majority of the time, when a man goes to an interview, and I learned this at seminars, I've read articles and did my research. When a man goes to an interview, typically you have a dollar mind or you know, a dollar set in your mind. So you go and you say, you know, I'm an accountant, so the last interview I had, it was for my position I'm at now, and they said, okay, how much are you expecting? Always
Aim high.
aim high.
Aim high.
Men
yeah.
always go to that interview and say, I want 6 figures. All right, we'll give you 80K. Perfect.
Right, yeah. You was only
'Cause-
expecting 60 for
Yeah,
real,
it was
but
exactly. So if you go to your interview and you have a high number, like, first off, if you have a degree, if you have years of experience, if you have great assets that could bring this company more money, put a dollar value on your worth. And it's not, I mean, there really isn't a dollar value on your worth in a workplace, but you need to have some sort of mindset. Like, I am worth $100,000 and I can get to $100,000, but starting me at 80 is a good benchmark. But I'm telling you that by the time I leave this job, I want to be at 6 figures.
But I feel like that's kind of it's women have been behind the 8 ball and now they don't expect to get it, so they feel like if I aim this high for this job, I might not even get the job because I'm asking for too much.
Yeah. And another thing is that men, majority of the time, are the ones in the executive roles.
Yeah, of course.
So
yeah.
they're the ones that, you know, I guess show more, they say they show more power and authority, and women feel like they have to, like, I've had women bosses before, and I'll tell you right now,
Yo.
women, because when women get in a power of position or
Position of
power, it goes to their head because
That's-
they feel like they have to do so much more to prove themselves.
Listen.
And that's shitty.
This is why I love you so much in doing this podcast.
Why?
Because you can say everything that I want to say, but can't say.
Oh.
Because I can't say that. I can't say that because I'm a man and, you know.
But it's true. When women do get into a position of power, they
Yeah.
abuse it, and they, you know, they make you feel less than. I've worked with plenty of women, and even women that are just like a executive level above me or something. I've witnessed it, and I've been a victim to
It's
it.
real.
So it's just like we feel. I can sympathize with it because we just feel that once we get there, we've earned this spot. So we need to earn our right to stay here.
Yes.
So, but that doesn't mean stepping on the necks of people that work for you.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
And
you need to keep that same. And that even when you see in movies women that are in power, they're always bitches.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's
in a lesser degree, one of the worst police officers I ever ran into was a woman. Woman police officers is something else. Listen, I was so mad. And it's funny because I was talking to somebody at work about officers in that area. She knew exactly what I was talking about. I was talking to
Really?
Annie at work.
Oh, okay.
And she knew because it's a Kent police. But yeah, just when you have that power, like they do abuse it sometimes. Like I said, I was in the back of that police car. And she came to me like, what? Because it was searching my car.
Yeah.
And she found like a piece of weed in a bottle that was like the size of a grain of rice. And it wasn't even mine. And she came to the car like, well, what is this? You're going to jail, buddy. I'm like, wow.
Well, I mean, I guess it.
Her demeanor was.
But that's the thing is, Because people don't look at women as powerful.
I thought she wanted to shoot me. She was so angry at me.
Can you agree? Can you agree with that? Men don't look at women as powerful. So especially when you're dealing with a woman and you're a male, men don't view women as powerful or demanding or So I feel like I would have been if I was a female cop. I feel like
stick your chest out when need be. Don't come off like that. Why come off like that? Like, don't come off as a bitch until they start talking. And then he be like, yo, motherfucker, I am the law. I will lock you up.
Right.
Then use it. But don't come off like she came. First off, she followed me for like 2 miles before she even pulled me off because she was outside of her jurisdiction. Anyway, we ain't got to go into that. I'm sorry. I'm not a criminal. Like, I'm talking about getting arrested. I'm a pretty good guy. I'm not a criminal. I just made myself sound horrible. But, yeah, just go back to, women with that power, man. They do like to abuse it a lot. Mm-hmm. And it's unfortunate because we just look at you different.
That's the problem. We want equality. So that's exactly just what you said. That's exactly the issue with feminism is you don't look at us the same. Mm-hmm. We have double standards. We have different roles than you, apparently. Women can be in power. Absolutely. Shout out Kamala Harris. Women can take control.
Yeah.
Women can do that. Women now are becoming the breadwinners in some households. Women now are holding it the fuck down on their own and really don't need a man for shit.
Yeah, this ain't the 50s no more.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? This ain't I go to work and you stay with the kids. It's not that no more. Like,
but why,
things have shifted.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, every job I've worked for, executive levels I've never seen a woman CFO since I've been in where I'm at.
Right.
And it's just, I feel like women need to start aiming for the stars more. And shit, I would love to be a CFO. If I can get to that point, I would just want to do it just because, to be honest with you. I mean,
you'll be an asshole too.
I know.
No, I'm just playing.
Like, I'm really, even like working with the people I work with now, I make sure to treat the janitor the same way I'll treat the CFO. Like, I'm treating everybody equally. I don't care. And that's the power of business in general. What?
No, I was just thinking that's why supervisors and stuff at my job hate me.
Yeah, because you treat everybody equally.
Yeah, motherfucker, you're not about to talk to me crazy. I don't care what your job title is. You talk to me like you would outside these four walls.
Exactly.
And I speak to them like I'm on the same level as them when we hold a conversation.
For sure.
And
most definitely.
Yeah, and everybody should approach things that way.
And of course, it's easier said than done, and not everybody thinks the same way we do. But I just wish people would understand that. And women do that too. Speak up. Yeah, for sure. If you got a male boss or whatever, don't be intimidated because they're a male. There's been times I told you, like, I have So how it is at my job, I have a couple bosses, whatever. Yeah. Anyways, there was a time where I felt like I was being ridiculed at work, and I was he's like, well, say something. So the next time it happened, I was like, yo, y'all got an issue, like, what's the deal? And I made it hasn't happened since. I worked for a dentist. He was a complete dick. I was a dental assistant, so I was his assistant. He was a complete asshole. I did something wrong. He got upset. He started throwing shit around the office. I was like, yo, you're not going to talk to me like this. I am a human fucking being, period. Yeah, you have to. And he was like, my bad. I didn't know you felt so. Like, yeah. So if you allow people to treat you a certain way, they're going to keep treating you that way. Mm-hmm. So just speak up, use your voice, and let people know that they can't walk all over you. And women, stop being so what is the word? Submissive to men in power. You also can be in power. You be on their necks, take their role. You can do it. All you got to do is show up. And show out. Yeah. And show that you are better. Like, women are just as equal as men. Y'all smarter than us. I'll keep it a buck. I feel like women are smarter than men. I'm not just saying that because I'm next to one. Okay, chill out. Take some emphasis off of that. I'm giving y'all some credit. Don't. You're like, yeah, men are stupid. Like, I'm giving you your credit. I feel like women are just more, more critical. So we're able to analyze situations deeper, and we have more emotions too. So once we see the sides of everything, so even if it is something you're dealing with a budget, we think of the most craziest things that can affect the budget, and then men wouldn't think of something outside of the company, but like you have to take all deciding factors into it. And I think men is just strictly business majority of the time. Like women can include business, personal, whatever, and then combine it all and brainstorm.
But that can backfire too, because sometimes you'll take feelings into it too much and you miss the business side of it because why?
I don't.
I'm not saying you.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying I can see how that could happen with what you're saying, how women approach things. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you put your personal feelings into something and it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
And then you miss a whole business opportunity because you're going off of your feelings or your intuition.
So I get that, and it's just not even. I just don't want to say like, oh, women are emotional and this. Like,
I'm not saying that.
We know that women have hormones and that. Scientifically,
Jesus,
yes.
don't we know?
Scientifically, we are more emotional and we care more and everything. So, and that's the thing is like, it's not only that we care more, we're also very passionate. So we're able to connect with certain things on different levels. And I think that's a great trait to have, is to actually give a damn about the work we're producing. And like, I've also worked for bosses that kind of just sat at their desk and texted all day. Male. Like, and let everybody else do the work.
Okay, so since we're talking about women being equal and all that stuff, do you think that women should pay for any dates since we're so equal?
Yeah, I feel like if a woman initiated a date, sure, why not?
So, okay, this is the situation. You meet a guy. Mm-hmm. He asks you out on a date.
Okay.
Do you cut him off if he asks you to pay for it on the first date?
If he asks me to pay for it. See, you know me, I'm not very materialistic. So I guess it's difficult for me to answer because I know some women would be like, oh no, this nigga broke or whatever. But for me, it's just like, shit, we can pay for ourselves. You know, like.
You pay for you, you pay for me?
Yeah.
I mean, I pay for myself, you pay for yourself?
Yeah, we can split it.
Okay.
Because I feel like dating right now, people go on a lot of first dates. And that shit can add up quick. If you're going on
I done went broke fucking with all y'all. Not saying for real, but I'm saying like that's how it is. Like you go on so many dates, you like, damn. You look up, you like, I done went on 10 dates. I done spent $2,000.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just like
you looked at me like he's about to shoot me.
Because I was hoping he wasn't about to say something stupid. I was just waiting.
Yo, the look on your face.
I feel like it does make sense for somebody to, split a bill, because if you're dating somebody and maybe first date you can go on, y'all can split the bill. Second date, dude pays. Third date, like it doesn't have to be about money. Like we're grown, we all got our own money. So why, like, yeah, of course. There's been times where we've gone out and I've paid, and then we've gone out again and he's paid. Like,
for the record, I hate when she pays. But that's just as men, we're taught to think that way. Like, well, not all of us, but
some. I'm just as equal as you are. I can eat. I can pay for my meal.
Yeah, I mean, I know you will, but
it's not even that about like releasing independence at all. It's just you and I are equal. That's right. That's how I see it.
Especially now and where we're at in our relationship. But I just know that would be an issue for some women. Like, no, I'm not paying for nothing. He's supposed to pay, and I just don't understand that because y'all talk about equality. Let's keep that same energy when that check comes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we gonna equally split this?
No, I paid last time. You pay this time. Right. We are equal. Remember?
Yeah, I just feel like just stop monetizing. Like just putting a dollar value on what is needed, and like I would be so cool to get into the back of a pickup truck or a Honda Civic. What kind of car do you got?
Did you just say I had a Honda Civic?
What is it called?
No, I have a Santa Fe. It's a Hyundai. It's a Hyundai.
I knew it was a Honda something or a Hyundai, whatever. Anyways, I'd be cool with like getting in the back of there, going and watching the airplanes pass by and drinking some wine and just talking.
Well, that's different. You wouldn't have been okay with that on the first date.
Yes, I would have.
Excuse me.
I mean, I'm just really easy to please. I don't care about like that extra shit. I like creativity. I like romance. I like a person's mind. Like those are the things that you should just value.
And I agree. I agree. It's just rare that women think that way sometimes. Like I guess they want the first impression, or they want the guy to show that they actually want them or are interested. And a lot of times that equates to, yo, how much you gonna spend on this meal?
Yeah, for sure.
It shouldn't be that way, but that's the world we live in. That's just how they get down.
All right. So what about sexual partners?
Well,
Why is it an issue when a woman has had the same amount of sexual partners as a male?
Can I just give? I don't know. Can I just give why I would have a problem with it? Okay, so I think we want to feel like first we want to feel like our woman is untouchable.
Mm-hmm. Are you untouchable?
Yeah, you can't touch me. Well, you can, but can't touch this. But we want to feel like our woman is untouchable. So the more partners they have, you feel like they're accessible. Like they don't feel as sacred or.
But why does that not seem the same for you?
Okay, so that's where the double standard does come in, and I'm not saying that it should be that way. It's just from a man's brain, that's how they look at it.
Do you think because women are more emotional back into it?
That has something to do with it too, because they talk about
emotional connection with sex.
Emotional connection. I think it's
what if a woman's emotionless?
I've heard that.
And not as like women just
to
want to have sex too, and that's okay.
It's okay, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It's hard for men to deal with that. It's hard for men to be like, yo, if this chick done fucked everybody in town, we go somewhere, they're going to be looking like, oh, I fucked her. Everywhere you go.
Okay, and how embarrassing could it be for a woman to walk around with a dude that has fucked a bunch of bitches in town? Like, that bitch is just going to get hit and left. Like, it's the same exact thing.
But I think the way that we look at it is dudes don't get so attached. So what it is if we fuck 50 women, right?
What if women don't get so attached either?
I haven't met a woman that has sex with a bunch of people that didn't get attached. Women usually get attached. Not all of them. No, I'm not going to say that. You
can't say that you got attached to somebody just because you had sex with them.
Listen.
Emotion. I mean, yes, there is like a spiritual attachment that's linked to you forever. But as far as emotional, you could be talking to somebody for a month and have sex with them. That doesn't mean you were attached. I ain't laying up thinking about you like, oh, I wonder why Billy hasn't texted me.
A lot of times that's it's more likely, from what I've seen, for a woman to be like that than a man, because a man might hit her and never call her back, and she might be sitting there waiting for that call.
Which is also fucked up, and I feel like we should have another conversation. But I just feel like you can't fault a woman for doing the same shit you're doing.
I didn't say that it was right. Double standard was right or correct or it should be that way. I'm just saying from a man process. That's how dudes think of it, and this is how we look at it sometimes. And I understand it could be the same way. I never said that it was right, but I can only speak for my side, my gender, what I've seen.
Yeah, I get that. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I guess for me, it's just like, women are capable of doing the same shit.
And dudes is mad insecure too.
Yeah.
They don't want to think about other dudes that done fucked with somebody they really care about.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what I'm saying. So when men do get that emotional side, that's
it's tough for us to swallow. Pause.
Yeah.
Super pause. Yeah, but that's hard for us to deal with. And, we're the more masculine, we're the more rah-rah, so we like...
You don't think women feel like that too, though? Like, when they find out that their dude has slept with multiple women, that it could be like, he's used.
Yeah, but...
Here, peasant.
But a lot of the times, for whatever reason, the double standard has conditioned everybody to be like,
it's okay.
Y'all accept it more from us than we accept it from y'all.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Because even like when I talking to girls or whatever, and they'd be like, oh yeah, I've slept with X amount of dudes. I'd be like, oh wow. And then I'd hear that same number, and I'd be like, from like a guy, and I'd be like, oh, that's it, right. You better up your stats, baby.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just a testosterone thing, and to be honest, so this is another thing too. So a lot of times women will have sex with a bunch of people. It's not always for sport. it's because you really like this guy. And we're like, damn, you really liked all them niggas?
Yeah.
For us, we do it for sport. And as bad as that might sound, when guys do it, they're just doing it because they want something else to talk about. It's like an ego thing. Like, it's a notch under the belt. And it's and to be honest, like, I don't want to snitch on us or anything, but we only do it because to make us feel good about ourselves.
That's disgusting.
When we have, like, when dudes have sex, I ain't gonna say we, because this is my only one. My kids were dropped off by a stork. But, like, it just makes us feel good about ourselves. It gives us confidence.
So why can't it give women confidence that she's had multiple partners? Like, yeah, I can get chose.
You know how, that's different to me.
Why?
The chase for a dude to get a girl is so much harder than a chase.
You know what else I heard? So I did hear that when men think of women as having multiple sex partners, they think they're blown out.
Yeah.
Too. So, like, your dick can't get blown out, obviously.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that made, like, more sense to me, too. Mm-hmm. But it's just, you know, like, overall, like, the whole thought around a woman being a hoe because she's had multiple partners, but a man being...
champion for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why can't we be champions? Why can't we be a queen because we have... we're in touch with our sexual needs, and we have needs... We needs to be succeeded, and sometimes men don't stay around because it's a sport for y'all. So now I gotta go on to my next fucking candidate, but hey, it's a sport for him too. So now I gotta go find another fucking candidate to fulfill my needs because y'all want to play games all fucking day, and I'm trying to get laid. Like shit.
We got chicks' heads on the wall like fucking like deer and shit.
Like, just stop playing
games. Monica was crazy. Like, she was so nice.
I'm just saying, like, y'all can't tell us that we can't be like this, but...
I'm not saying it should be that way, and it's fair.
Because we have...
That's just what society has become, and whether right or wrong, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be that way. I mean, I to be honest, completely honest, in a moment of transparency... Like, there was been times that I was like, you know, I wish that I only just had sex with the people that I was with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look back at some of this shit like, why? Mm-hmm. Why? And I think most people that had sex with multiple people think like that. Like, that was dumb. Why'd I do that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's common with everybody.
Especially because it's so pointless and it didn't amount to anything.
And for dudes, I don't care what you say because we were talking about the emotions and shit. Like, dudes will do that shit just because, and now they got to deal with somebody's emotions.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We like, fuck, why did I do that? Now this bitch won't stop calling me.
Yeah.
You know, and it's bad. Like I said, I wish I would have never thought like that. Mm-hmm. And I know other guys that wish they wouldn't have too.
Go through shit like you grow up, but
yeah. And shit, women too. Like, women have had partners too, and I know a lot of women that are like, damn, I wish I could have exited this lame ass nigga off my list.
You know what? I don't even want to say this. My homegirl told me once that if she told me that if you used a condom, he don't count.
Yeah, for sure. That's not real penetration. There's a layer there.
Okay.
But how many people are really using condoms these days?
Shit, I gotta revisit.
Whatever. How long you been on birth control? Them count.
How long have I been on birth control?
No, I'm just talking shit.
I still used protection when I was on birth control. I wasn't just getting raw dog out here because I was on birth control. I'm still afraid of STDs.
Shit, niggas will see a Band-Aid on a chick and think it's a birth control patch and throw the condom. Oh, are you protected? Bad. Shoot the club up. But hey man, I think we going over time.
Yeah,
we going over time. We can sit here and talk shit all day and joke and, you know, probably make people mad. But whatever.
We might get canceled, but
you can't cancel us. You can't cancel 2 P's in a podcast or Eminem.
Two things you can't do.
You can't cancel neither one of us. So you could try if you want to. People still gonna tune in. But
make sure y'all subscribe, comment, share.
Subscribe, comment, share. Keep listening. Tell a friend, you know, and
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah, and anybody that has the businesses, black businesses, small businesses, whatever, just reach out to us.
Shout ours out this week.
Oh, we did. You want to save it for next week?
Yeah, we'll save it for next week.
Okay.
Still should send more.
We're gonna shout out a few next week, actually, because
yeah.
we did run over time. We meant to shout out a few today, so we're gonna do some next week for sure. We're gonna make that a point of emphasis.
But y'all gotta send us some people.
Yeah, y'all gotta.
We
y'all
did
gotta
have
reach
one
out.
person reach out, so we'll definitely make sure she's in it next week.
Yeah, and I got somebody that wanted theirs mentioned too. So make sure that y'all reach out because we definitely want to do that. We definitely want to shout y'all out and shed some light on your business and try to get y'all some business. So for this is another successful podcast.
Yes. This is a good one. I like this one.
Yeah, this one was good. We have an idea for the next one. The next one might be fun too. We can get into a lot of stuff on that one
and
too. And
drop some ideas too, what y'all want to hear us talk about.
Yeah, we with that. Instagram is 2Ps period N period A period
podcast. No period.
Yeah, no period at the end. Yeah, so go ahead and comment when we post something on there. Let us know what's up. Send us a DM. However, reach out to us. Let us know what we can talk about. And I mean, that's it. We gonna go ahead and get out of here. We gonna
go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm tired as hell. I'm old and shit. So yeah, get with us, man. Everybody stay positive. Keep the energy up. Be nice to thy neighbor. All of that good stuff. And we will see y'all next week. Holla at us. We out.
Bye.